find our comfortable seats. Allowing the eyes to close. And starting to connect to the normal breath. Not doing anything to change it. Just noticing how the breath is flowing in the body. And then over the next few breaths, consciously taking deeper, longer breaths. Feeling the inhale fill your entire body. And feeling the exhale contract, letting all the air out. And as we continue to take these deeper, longer breaths, I'm inviting you to look for the edge of the breath. So as you're breathing in all the way to the top until you can't take any more, pausing and holding for just a moment. And then same on the exhale, even when you think you're done, pushing out just a little bit more and pausing at the bottom. Continuing these breaths, looking for the edge of the inhale and the exhale. Starting to bring in your awareness of how the breath is moving the body. Feeling the chest and the belly expand and fill with every inhale. And feeling the belly and the chest contract and fall with every exhale. Using your body to move the air as your air moves the body. And then expanding your attention out into the rest of your body. Scanning down the legs, up the spine, down the arms, up the neck and out through the head. Just noticing how your body feels right now. What is your body bringing to this practice? And if you will notice any spaces that are tight or sore, sending breath into those spaces, clearing out whatever's stuck. And then gently turning your attention to your mind, noticing without judgment what's present for you there. Making space for your thoughts and feelings before we set them aside for practice. We'll take a deep inhale together. Exhale through the mouth. Letting go of anything that you're holding. Letting go of the day that came before this. Being here, present, and ready to practice. And if it feels good for you, I invite you to set an intention for today, for the upcoming year. Personally, I hate the word resolution and New Year's resolutions in general, but I do believe in the word intention and the feeling intention. So if that resonates with you tonight, setting an intention. And as we move into our practice, carrying that intention with you, seeing how it feels in your body and in your mind as we practice. And on your next inhale, arms rise above the head. Exhale to come down by the sides, continuing this flow on your breath. Gently getting our body used to moving with the breath. On your next inhale, hands pause at the top. And on the exhale, we'll twist to the right. On your next inhale, arms rise through center. And exhale to twist to the left. Inhale, the arms rise through center. Exhale, the right hand comes down. Left arm will reach high and over for a side bend. Inhale, right arm rises through center. Exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches. Inhale, the arm rises through center. And exhale to make your way into tabletop, however that works for you. And when we arrive, starting cat-cows on our breath. Starting to add in any other spinal movements that feel good to you. Maybe C curves into the hips, or back and forth to child's pose, or hip circles, or sticking with cat-cow. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, the right foot steps back, toes dig in for a calf stretch. On an exhale, we're going to rotate down to the inside of that back foot and inhale to rise to the modified side plank. On an inhale, we're bringing the torso up. Back arm reaches down the back leg. Front arm reaches towards the back of the room for gate pose. Exhale, the front hand comes back down to the side plank. And if you'd like, reaching the arm towards the top or the front of the room this time, pushing up into that hip to get another side bend. And exhale, everything comes back to table. And we'll take some cat-cows. Exhale to a flat back, or inhale to a flat back, sorry. Exhale the right or left toe step back for a calf stretch. Exhale to pivot down to the inside of that back foot. And inhale up to the side plank. On the inhale, coming up and over to gate pose. Exhale, the front arm comes down. Again, if you'd like, you can reach that top arm towards the front of the room, pressing up into the hip for a side bend. And exhale to table, cat pose. On your next inhale, rising up to stand on the knees. So we're on the shins and the knees, back is straight. Hands can come to the hips or the low back. And on an exhale, taking a small back bend here. Exhale to tighten through the core. Inhale, arms rise, the back comes straight. Exhale to plant the hands and tuck the toes, pressing back to down dog. On an exhale, dropping to the knees and taking cat-cows. On your next inhale, rising to the knees, and exhale to back bend. Exhale to tighten through the core. Inhale, arms rise, back straight. Exhale to plant the hands and tuck the toes to down dog. One more time, exhale to the knees, cat cows. On your next inhale, rising to stand on the knees, and exhale to back bend. Exhale to tighten through the core. Inhale, arms rise, back comes straight. Exhale to plant the hands and tuck the toes. Down dog. On an inhale, the right foot steps forward. Left knee drops. We'll rise up to a low lunge. On an exhale, the left hand comes down. Right arm comes high in a twist. Inhale to rise through center. Exhale, the left hand comes down inside the leg. Arm can come high or around the back if that's more comfortable for you. Inhale, arms rise through center. Exhale to plant the hands and step back to down dog. On your next inhale, the left foot steps forward, right knee drops, and we'll rise. On an exhale, the right hand comes down, left arm comes high for a twist. On an inhale, rising through center. And on an exhale, the left hand comes down, right arm comes high or around the back. And then inhale, rising through center. Exhale to plant the hands and step back to down dog. On an inhale, the right foot steps forward and wide for lizard. Finding a position that works for you. And then breathing into the pose. On an exhale, slowly shifting the hips towards the heel, and then adjusting the front leg in front of you for a hamstring stretch. Making any little movements you need to get into the pose that works for you. On an inhale, bending back into the front leg, and then taking your time to make your way to down dog. On your next inhale, left foot steps forward and wide for lizard second side. On an exhale, slowly shifting the hips towards the heels and adjusting that front leg as needed for the hamstring stretch. Inhale to bend into that front leg. And again, taking your time to make your way to down dog. On an inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale to step through for pigeon. Finding your alignment, and you can stay up or come down if that's part of your practice. On an inhale, slowly pushing up. Exhale to tuck the toes and press back to down dog. Inhale, the left leg rises. And exhale to come through for pigeon second side. Again, finding your alignment. And if you would like, coming down. On an inhale, slowly pushing up. Exhale to tuck the toes and press back to down dog. Exhale to drop to the knees. And then the knees come wide. Arms reach in front, coming down into extended child's pose. And as you're here, I invite you to recall your intention, if you set one. And if it feels good to you, to maybe just reflect as we rest in child's pose. On your next exhale, both hands reach to the right, letting the chest come back down. Big stretch in the side body. Inhale, the hands come through center. And exhale, reaching to the left. Chest comes back down. Inhale, both hands come back through center. And on your next inhale, pushing up to table, and then making your way to a comfortable seat. When you arrive, soles of the feet come together, legs make a diamond for butterfly. Inhaling to a tall spine, and then exhaling to hinge forward at the hips, trying to keep the back as straight as possible. Inhaling to a tall spine. And then a few options here, either left leg can come long, right leg held inside on the thigh, or stack the shins. So some form of figure four or fire log, whatever works for you. Inhaling to a tall spine. And again, hinging forward at those hips, trying to keep the back as straight as possible. Inhale to rise up and switch the legs. So right leg can come long, foot inside on the thigh, or stack the shins. Inhaling to that tall spine and exhaling to hinge forward. Inhaling to a tall spine. And then left leg comes long, right leg stays bent. Inhaling to the tall spine and exhaling to fold down the leg, reaching for whatever is comfortable for you. Shin, foot, just getting into that hamstring. Inhale to rise and switch the legs, folding when you're ready. Inhaling to a tall spine and legs come wide, whatever wide means for you today. Inhaling, straightening the back, and exhaling to fold between the legs, walking the hands out if that works for you. Inhaling to slowly push up, and then legs come long in front. Hands are going to reach behind with your fingertips pointed towards your butt. And then you can lean back into a small back bend. If you're feeling ambitious, you could push into the heels and lift the hips off the floor, or you can just stay in a nice little back bend here. And then on your next exhale, slowly bending into the arms and rolling down to the back. When you arrive, knees can come into chest, rocking side to side on the low back. On an exhale, both feet plant on the ground, arms come long by the sides. And when you're ready, on an inhale, we can lift the hips into bridge pose. Exhaling to come down when you're ready. And then windshield wipering the legs, rocking the knees side to side. Knees come back through center. On an inhale, the right ankle comes to the left knee, reclined figure four. And then on an exhale, the left knee is going to fall into a reclined figure four twist. Inhale, left knee comes back through center. Exhale, the right foot plants on the ground. And we'll windshield wiper the legs. Knees come back through center. And on an inhale, left ankle comes to right knee. And on the exhale, the right knee falls to the right, bringing the left leg with it. Inhale, the knee comes through center. And then both knees can come into the chest, rocking side to side on the low back. And on an exhale, both knees fall to the right, arms open for a spinal twist, or taking your favorite spinal twist here. Inhale, the knees come through center. And exhale to the left. Taking your favorite spinal twist. Inhale, the knees come through center. And then making your way into your comfortable Shavasana, whatever that means for you. So maybe lying flat on your back, maybe the knees are bent, maybe you're even on your side. Just finding what works for you. Taking any little wiggles or adjustments you need to get comfortable. And then finding stillness. And in this stillness, coming back to the breath. Feeling the breath flowing through the body. Inhaling bottom to top. And exhaling top to bottom. Feeling the belly and the chest rising and falling with the breath. Feeling the body rooted into the ground. Letting your tension melt away as you sink into the support of the ground. Bringing your attention to your mind, noticing without judgment what you're thinking or feeling. Just noting, again, without judgment, if anything has shifted since the beginning of your practice. And finally, coming back to your intention, if you set one. Keeping it in mind as we head into our meditation. We'll take a deep inhale together. Exhale through the mouth. Letting go of all effort in mind, body, and breath. Finding complete rest. starting to bring small movements back into the body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. And when you're ready, rolling to one side for one final moment of rest. And an inhale, slowly pushing up to a comfortable seat. Hands can rest on the knees, palms up, or come to prayer of the heart. And taking a moment for gratitude, thanking yourself for practicing today, for doing this thing that is just for you, your mind, your body, your spirit. And we'll end our practice by taking a deep inhale together. Exhale through the mouth. Thank you for practicing with me tonight.